The general consensus for this election is that Republicans will take back the Senate, but Democrats will also take back the House. But what if I told you that that is not true and that I have data to back this up? Welcome to The Political Landscape, a channel that focuses on election data and forecasts. In this video, I will be giving you my updated House prediction. Let's get straight into it. So right here we have all the competitive races. Our first race that we're going to look at is a race in Alaska, Mary Peltola. Now, Mary Peltola is a pretty popular incumbent in Alaska, and even though Alaska is a pretty Republican state, she won in 2022. Now, I do believe that because of polarization, I do believe that Mary Peltola will narrowly go down by a tilt margin. The next race that we're going to look at is the Arizona Senate race. David Schweitzer is up against Amish Shah, and this race is expected to go really down to the wire. Now, as you see, this district voted for Democrats by 1.5%. Now, even though this is a Democratic district, because David Schweitzer does have the incumbency advantage, I do see him winning by a tilt margin. And I also see Juan Ciscomani winning by a tilt margin. Now, the next one that we're going to look at is California's 13th district. I do believe that John Duarte will go down by a tilt margin. California's 13th district is a very Democratic district. They voted for Biden by 11 points, and he barely won this in 2022, which was supposed to be a red wave election. And so for that reason, I have John Duarte going down by a tilt margin. Now we have David Valadao. Now, somehow, even though this district is super Democratic, he still wins. And one of the big reasons is he did vote to impeach Trump, which is definitely more popular in very liberal California. And so I do believe that he's also going to be able to hold on. He's been able to really defy the odds in elections before, and I think he's going to do that again. Now, the next one we look at is Mike Garcia. I also do think he has a slight edge in this race. George Whitesides has been able to self-finance his campaign. He's been a really good fundraiser. I definitely do think it's going to be really close. Definitely not 6 points. I do still see Mike Garcia winning by a tilt margin. The next race that we're going to look at is California's 41st district. I think Ken Calvert will also hold on by a tilt margin. California Republicans definitely outrun Trump by a good margin in California, and so I do believe that he'll be able to hold on, and I also think Michelle Steele will be able to hold on in this district. Now we're going to look at these districts. Now, Katie Porter, she retired to run for the U.S. Senate. I still believe that Dave Min, who is now the Democrat nominee, I do believe he'll probably win by either a lean or tilt margin. It's going to be close, but for right now I have it as a lean margin. And also, Lauren Boebert surprisingly almost went down in 2022. But now since she retired to run in Colorado's 4th district, which is more Republican, I think that Jeff Hurd, the Republican who has taken her place, is going to win. Now, this race, we have Colorado's 8th district. I think Democrats are going to win this. Yadira Caravillo was down in the polls in 2022, but she still pulled an upset off. But now, since she's the incumbent, I do believe that she's going to have more of an advantage. And then we have Marinette Miller Meeks, the incumbent in Iowa's 1st district. I do believe she'll probably win by a lean margin, and then Zach Nunn will probably win by a tilt margin. Iowa's a very right-trending state, and I do believe that Republican incumbents will be able to hold on. Then we have Maine's 2nd district. Now, I'm tempted to put this in the Republican column, but for some reason, I really just believe that Jared Golden is going to win in this district. He has been more moderate in Congress, Davis, and I definitely do think that's going to help him in his election. For right now, I have it as a total Democrat seat. Things could definitely change, but for right now, this is going to be a Democrat seat. And then Alyssa Slotkin, who is retiring to run for the U.S. Senate, her district, I do believe that Republicans will flip this. I only voted for Biden by 0.5% in 2020, so I definitely do think that it's going to become more Republican this time around. I actually see Trump winning Michigan. And then Dan Cody, this is going to be close. Right now, I probably see the Democrat narrowly winning in this district. That will be a very slight hold for the Democrats. Then we have Don Davis's district. I actually have Lori Buckhout unseating Don Davis in North Carolina's 1st district. I do believe that because North Carolina is going to vote for Trump, I also believe that this district is going to turn right. This district has a big black population, and so because black men are turning to the Republicans, I don't think that Don Davis is going to have that big of an advantage, and I think that the Republicans will flip this seat. Then we have Don Bacon's seat. Now, the polls have shown Tony Vargas up. I actually do believe that he's gonna win. He's pulled off upsets in past elections, but as of right now, I think it's gonna be a tilt Democrat seat. Then we have Michael Lawler. He's actually been up in some recent polls, and I do believe New York is going to be a lot closer than it was in 2020 when it voted for Biden by 23 points. This is going to be really, really close, but as of right now, I'm going to have Michael Lawler barely holding on. Also, I don't think Anthony D'Esposito is going to lose by a lean margin, so that's probably going to be maybe tilt margin, and then Gabriel Vasquez, who probably win by a tilt margin too. And then we have Mark Molinaro. I do think that he will definitely hold on. It only voted for Biden by 4.5%. New York Republicans have been outrunning Trump at the top of the ticket, and so I think that's going to help them. Then we have Amelia Sykes. She'll probably hold on. She is now the incumbent. And then we have Lori Chavez de Rima. She pulled off an upset in the 2022 elections, and now she is the incumbent. Janelle Bynum has had strong fundraising. For right now, just because of the incumbency advantage, I have her holding on. It's going to be close, but for right now, I have her holding on. We have Susan Wiles in Pennsylvania's 7th district. I think that this is going to be a narrow GOP pickup. We have Matt Cartwright. I think that Republicans are also going to pick up that seat. And then we have Scott Perry. I think he's going to probably win by a lean margin. Then we look Abigail Spanberger's seat. I think Democrats will still hold this on probably by a lean margin. And then Marie Perez, even though this is a Republican district, like I did in Lori Chavez de Rima's district, I think she's also going to hold on because of the incumbency advantage. So there you have it. This is my updated Senate map. Republicans would get 223 to Democrats 212. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button down below and subscribe. Comment your thoughts or suggestions in the comment section down below. A shout out to Diana Barbie, our first channel member. If you would like to become a member, you can hit the join button near my logo. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.